Well, that lineup for the New York Yankees going to face the 6'6" right-hander Gavin Williams. Those are the numbers on the year. 4 starts, 4.58 ERA.
Austin Wells is ready. Gavin Williams is ready. And let's do it here in Cleveland. Ground ball. Rocchio cannot handle it, allowing Wells to reach.
Here's Aaron Judge. Right-handed hitter off to a phenomenal start, DHing tonight.
Outside, bounced up there at about 58 feet. So the Yankees have the first 2 men aboard. A walk to Judge and a bring up Cody Bellinger.
Jose Ramirez has it, goes to second. There's one on to first. They turn the double play.
Just what the doctor ordered. And that was a strange double play. What was that? A 5? Was that 5-6-3?
Yes, sir.
Goldschmidt stole a base yesterday. 170th stolen base in his career. I mention that because that's the 6th most by a first baseman since 1920. And Goldschmidt works a walk. So they're making Williams throw pitches here in the first inning. And that's going to bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's in a little bit of a slump. 1 for his last 15, 4 for his last 45.
There you go.
He took 3 fastballs and never took the bat off his shoulder.
Well, Clark Schmidt right in the middle of his warm-up tosses. The numbers from last year, outstanding, the 2.85 ERA.
And a tough customer to start things off, Stephen Kwan.
Down low, ball 4.
Good take.
Nolan has hit in back-to-back games, going 3 for his last 6.
Strike 3. Jones down looking.
Well, the cutter on the inner half fouled off his leg, and then you dot a fastball on the outside corner, and a nice catch by Austin Wells.
And here is Jose Ramirez, 13th big league season, all in Cleveland. He's 32 years old.
Fly ball right field. Reyes drifting over toward the line, pulls it in. 2 down.
And Zardo has homered in each of the last 2 games in Pittsburgh. Now leading the club in home runs with 6 and leading the club in RBIs with 16.
Missed in off the plate, ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Clark Schmidt.
That's a good patient at bat, though.
Carlos Santana hitless in his last 10 at bats.
1-2 pitch, swung on, skied. Infield. Somebody's got to be a traffic cop. Coming in is Goldschmidt. Boy, I tell you what, that wind played havoc with it, and he stayed with it. Nice play.
There's our famous bat boy, visiting bat boy here in Cleveland. His name is Nate Rosenhaus. And now he's added a beard because of the Yankees rule now that you can have beards.
He can let it go now. He's a rock and roll star, right?
Yes, he is. And his dad is one of the radio play-by-play voices here in Cleveland, Jim Rosenhaus. And he joked before the game, he said to Nate, the beard might be pushing it.
This is how you want to face Judge. Base is empty. 2 down. He walked his first time up.
Swing on a bullet. Left center field. It will one-hop the fence. Judge around first, digging for second, and in standing with a 2-out double. His 6th double of the season.
And hit very hard right in between Kwan and Martinez, who were really split. There was a lot of area out there.
So he's aboard with 2 down for Cody Bellinger. Swung on, hit high in the air to center. That's not going very far. Charging in Martinez makes the catch, and another good inning for Gavin Williams. Schmidt has walked 2 and has struck out 3. He fires. And it's swung on, line to left. Toward the line is Dominguez. He can't get there in time. It drops for a base hit. Near the line and left, Rocchio, an opposite field single. And now Cleveland has its first hit. Leadoff man aboard in this scoreless 3rd. Top of the order, and Stephen Kwan. Swung on, line toward the gap, into right center field. Base hit, it gets down. On his way to 3rd, Rocchio. Kwan stops with a long single to right center. And the Guardians have runners at the corners. Nobody out in this scoreless 3rd. Nolan Jones, who struck out looking his first time up.
Big strikeout for Schmidt. Jones goes down swinging, 1 away.
Posey, a lifetime .333 batting average against the Bronx Bombers with a dozen homers and 35 runs knocked in. Jose had that 3-homer game against the Angels back on April 5th, and since then he's hit just .220 with only 3 runs batted in. Hit deep, right field. Reyes will wave goodbye.
Jose Ramirez, number 5, on a no doubt about it blast deep into the seats in right field. 3-0 Cleveland with 1 swing of the bat. Here's Kyle Manzardo.
And now Manzardo crushes one. That's gone.
Back-to-back jacks. Ramirez and Manzardo gets this place rocking. 4-0 Cleveland.
Goldschmidt walked on a 3-2 pitch, 2 outs in the first. Pitch swung on, hit to the left side. Diving play on the short grass by the shortstop Rocchio. Can't make the play. Got it. Transferred, dropped the ball on the base hit.
Chisholm is a guy that may have really found a home here in New York. I mean, he's always been gifted athletically. Now, he's not off to a great start with New York, hitting 157.
Oh, what a play by Santana, and a double play at first. How about Carlos, the Gold Glover, diving into the hole to steal one away from Jazz Chisholm.
The Jazz has been struggling so much. This is his reaction. He is really struggling. 1 for his last 17, and you can't hit him any better than that right there.
So Naylor's retired at first, but Martinez advances to third with less than 2 down. That'll bring up Brian Rocchio, who singled his first time up, and he was on base. And Jose Ramirez hit the 3-run home run.
Shattered the bat, it gets through. Jazz Chisholm was literally looking at the barrel of the bat and never saw the ball as it went by him.
You know, it looked like it was catchable, but he saw the barrel coming and he just started to get out of the way.
And Cleveland really pouring it on Schmidt.
And he did what you never want to do with first base open. Load him up for Jose Ramirez.
Swing on, popped it up. Taking control is Bellinger. A much needed out right there.
One thing about Clark Schmidt, if you noticed in your short time here, he doesn't scare.
No, not at all. Pitch, strike 3 called in the outside corner. Way to bounce back, Clark Schmidt. Strands Cleveland with the bases loaded.
Down by 5. You got to make sure you're running the bases smartly. Now you give it to the top of the lineup with a couple of runners on, trying to fight your way back into this one.
There's Austin Wells.
Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Arias to the bag for 1. Rocchio to first. Double play. It was close. Williams works out of it.
This is a clinic that Gavin Williams is putting on out on the mound. I mean, he's a guy who throws 98 miles an hour. He has a 5-0 lead.
Get greedy, Big Rig. We want you to 7.
Swing and a miss. Powder River blew it by him. Williams gets his 7th strikeout, and Gavin Williams 86 pitches through 6. I don't know why you pitch to this guy with a base open, even in a 5-0 game.
And Hammy, you feel like the hot stretch is coming for Jose.
That's a line drive base hit right field. Coming around third, Quan will be wave home. Reyes throw to the plate is not in time. It was very close.
And they pitch to Ramirez. He drives in his 4th run of the game, and it's 6-0 Cleveland here in the 6th.
Guardians put up a big number, and so he's pitched relatively stress-free. And so I think based on the score and the factors involved, Stephen Vogt's willing to give him a little extra
Why not?
wiggle room tonight.
High drive, right center field. There it goes. See ya. A long home run for Dominguez. A 2-run blast. Yankees on the board. It's 6-2 Cleveland.
You got to believe that for Gavin Williams, the tank is near empty. Here's Pablo Reyes.
Swing and a miss. He finally strikes him out. That'll be his 8th and final of the night. 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 walks. They came in the first inning. 8 strikeouts. And the Big Rig will head for the truck stop.
Luis Ortiz has come up with the crown for the best pitcher of the night. There it is for you, Arch. You know these starting pitchers. You give them some time, and they'll build anything for you. Very nice, Luis.
Well, go put it on Gavin's head. No, you go put it on Gavin's head tonight.
But to you, starting pitchers, they get a lot of extra time, Arch.
Yeah, they do. They have time to do whatever they want once every 5 days.
Been working on that for about the last hour.
Aaron Judge leads off the 8th inning for New York. And a fly ball to left field. Stephen Quan breaking in. He dives and makes a great catch.
Did he catch it?
The Gold Glover robs Aaron Judge of a leadoff single here in the 8th inning.
Boy, he got the glove right underneath just in time. Coming up on the backhand side, and he does. He picks it up off the ground. A nice play by Quan. Right into the webbing and rolls over on it so he doesn't hurt wrists or anything.
Very smartly, Paul Goldschmidt hangs at first base, down by 4, looking for base runners.
Need something from Jazz. Swung on and driven deep to right. And that's what the Yankees were looking for. A 2-run homer. Jazz Chisholm. He'll take his time going around the bases. Makes this a 6-4 ball game. Makes it a little more interesting.
Now that's the one thing about Jazz Chisholm. He can go be 0 for whatever, and then one swing, and he does that.
9th inning, Cade Smith gets the call with Clase down tonight.
And he had 1 save for Cleveland last season, and he gets a chance for his first here this campaign.
Swings at the first pitch. And Daniel Schneemann with a leaping throw retires the leadoff man Rice.
And there's a base hit. So just like that, the Yankees will have the tying run come to the plate in a game that they were trailing 6-0.
Now Wells coming up with his power. The captain waiting on deck.
Ooh. Strike 3 call! A delayed call on a splitter.
Wells, hand on helmet. Can't believe the call by Nick Marley. 2 outs.
Nick Marley behind the plate. Aaron Boone's not happy. Austin Wells not happy.
So now it comes down to Judge. He's the tying run and leads in multiple categories offensively. Big matchup against Cade Smith. Game on the line at 6-4 Cleveland. 2 out, top 9.
Swing and a miss. Ball game.
The Guardians win their 4th straight. They take the series opener from the Yankees.